In a fascinating development, NASA has crafted an ambitious blueprint that envisions a crew of astronauts embarking on a remarkable journey to a near-Earth asteroid. This groundbreaking endeavor is aptly titled Prospects for Future Human Spaceflight Missions to Near-Earth Asteroids. The origins of this audacious plan trace back to a pivotal moment in 2010 when President Obama delivered a speech at the Kennedy Space Center. President Obama's address aimed to quell the unrest that had arisen following his decision to halt the Constellation program, a previous initiative aimed at returning humans to the moon. To soothe the disappointment, he proposed an alternative course of action, dispatching a team of astronauts to explore a nearby asteroid before venturing towards a crewed mission to Mars. This novel proposal, though yet to secure funding, stands as an evolved iteration of the original concept, now envisaging the utilization of SpaceX's Starship instead of the Orion spacecraft propelled by the Space Launch System rocket. The initial Obama proposal, however, wasn't taken with the utmost seriousness. It quickly transformed into the asteroid redirect mission, envisioning the redirection of a small asteroid or even just a boulder into lunar orbit for a crewed visit by the Orion spacecraft. Regrettably, this concept failed to gain substantial traction within the scientific community. Dr. Richard Benzel, a distinguished authority in the realm of small celestial bodies like asteroids and comets, openly expressed skepticism. Instead, he advocated for a comprehensive survey of Earth-approaching asteroids, some of which could pose potential threats to our planet. The fate of the asteroid redirect mission was sealed when President Trump assumed office, spearheading the Artemis program. This initiative revitalized NASA's focus on returning astronauts to the moon, a feat that has achieved remarkable strides both technically and politically. Notably, the uncrewed Artemis 1 mission around the moon achieved resounding success. Upon assuming office, President Biden embraced the Artemis mission as his own, setting the stage for Artemis II, a circumlunar mission slated for no earlier than late 2024, which has already assembled its crew. Throughout both the Trump and Biden administrations, NASA remained steadfast in its attention to Earth-approaching asteroids. The DART mission validated the feasibility of deflecting an asteroid on a collision course with Earth. To further enhance our preparedness, NASA plans to deploy the Near-Earth Object Surveyor telescope, scheduled for launch no sooner than September 2027, with the objective of identifying and characterizing these celestial bodies. The notion of deploying a SpaceX Starship to investigate a nearby asteroid represents a substantial improvement over the original Obama proposal. The Starship boasts the capacity to transport over 100 metric tons across the inner solar system and has even been earmarked for a historic lunar landing, a feat not accomplished since Apollo 17 in 1972. Elon Musk envisions harnessing a fleet of starships for the construction of a settlement on Mars. As per the NASA blueprint, a Starship is slated for launch into low Earth orbit by 2039. After refueling, a Dragon spacecraft carrying a crew of 3 would launch and dock with the Starship, facilitating the transfer of astronauts to the larger vessel. The Starship would then depart Earth's orbit to rendezvous with the asteroid 2001 FR85, estimated to be between 29 to 65 meters in size. Operating in tandem with the asteroid, the spacecraft would collect samples and deploy robotic instruments before journeying back to Earth orbit. The final leg of the mission would entail the crew transferring to another Dragon capsule for the return to Earth. The mission's rationale is underpinned by the potential threat of Earth-approaching asteroids colliding with our planet. An asteroid of significant size was responsible for the extinction of dinosaurs around 63 million years ago. Close-up studies of these asteroids promise valuable insights into their behavior, crucial should one be detected on a collision course with Earth, necessitating deflection. Additionally, Earth-approaching asteroids, much like the Moon, offer a tantalizing repository of resources that could fuel space-based industries producing goods that are currently beyond terrestrial manufacturing capabilities. With climate change and improving global living standards at the forefront, the prospect of space-based mining and industry emerges as pivotal keys to progress. Expanding our economic endeavors into space could well transform a Starship expedition to an asteroid from mere aspiration to an imperative for the survival and advancement of humanity.